Alrighty, so thanks for tuning in today. GrowerCoach.com. Ken Salvail is here today to, this is my first chance to get out in the garden. It's just awesome. It's kind of weird having so much snow, but we're expecting it all to melt away within the next couple days. And I thought I'd invite you along. It seems I'm out in the garden. And I want to show you some of my Hellebores. I want to have a look here and see what's going on under the snow. So we'll just see if we can get a close look up here. A close-up look, I should say. And let's go dig one of these things up and see what's going on. So, looks like it's quite a mess. Because these things were ready to bloom a while ago. We had such a mild winter. Oh, there's some buds. So I gotta be a little careful here. And you can see with Hellebores, you got to get rid of all this dead stuff every spring. And it looks like I'm causing a little bit of an issue, but we can see here that this is one of the flower stems that was probably ready to bloom way back in the beginning of February before we had the cold snap. And now it's pretty much turned to mush. So compared to this one here, which is actually a good one, you can see here, you see how this is nice and bright white compared to this one that's all brown and mushy. So it looks like Hellebore success this year is going to be hit and miss. Some of these blooms are going to be frozen. And again, that's just because back at the beginning of February we had really strange weather. We had such a beautiful warm condition that the Hellebores were pushing up. We had bulbs pushing up. Everything thought it was spring at the beginning of February. And then not so. And February came along. Temperatures plummeted. We had a minus 20 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure if there was even snow at that time. So if you have a good snow cover, then it's protected. Your plants are protected. But if you have no snow, well, then your plants are exposed, and then you're going to have issues. And especially with Hellebores, they want to get blooming so early. So these guys are really taking a bit of a beating this year, and you're going to have to tune back in a bit later to have a look and see how these things have fared. And hopefully we can get these blooms standing upright and doing what they're supposed to do. And then of course the first thing we do in the spring is we come along and cut off all these dead shoots and twigs. Normally the Hellebores are quite evergreen, but this year they've just been destroyed by that severe temperature drop in February. So I think it's one of these things, if you could choose a winter, you'd have a winter where the winter kicks in around the beginning of December or so. You get some snowfall, the temperatures gradually get colder, get more snow, more cold, and then when you get into February, it starts to ease a bit. That would be in the perfect case scenario. But I guess we can't choose. We just get what we get. And as gardeners, we have to ride through these winters, and you learn from each winter, I guess, but you just never know what to expect. So I guess that's it for today. We've dug up a Hellebore. We can see there's a fair bit of damage, but yet there are a few buds that are good. And the Hellebores will actually often bloom right under the snow. It's just that so many have taken a beating this year. I think they're just going to turn into a little pile of mush. So anyway, tune in next time, and we'll probably have a video number 2 on Hellebores and see how they've come through. Possibly in another couple weeks we'll know what's going on here. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to GrowerCoach.com.